Hey, Tavius coming at you today. Just wanted to share something I had some thoughts on today. And, a lot of it has to do with what is it you're trying to do? I mean, maybe you're looking at people who have all the things you want, and you're wondering, how come they have that and I don't? I mean, what makes them different than me? Especially if you get a chance to meet these people, like you get a chance in Empower, you get to meet some of these people who are pulling in $100,000 a month, or even 50,000, and it's like here you are trying to make 25, and just like what's going on? Why are these people making it but I can't? And one of the things you really need to break down and realize is, these people, when they started out, they've been where you're at. And the things that you really got to focus on to get it is you got to just put your mind there. You need to be persistent. Keep going and realize they didn't necessarily get it overnight. I mean, even when all of a sudden everything just suddenly clicks and it's like overnight they seem to have just pulled in $50,000 from nowhere. It's not like that just immediately happened with nothing ahead of it. These people had to get their minds right. I mean, they had to actually take some time and really focus. And we got a bit of storm just starting out there, so we got some thunder. Don't worry about it. But here's the thing: is you're gonna make if you want to get yourself to a place where you're making $5,000 a month doing something like Empower or any other business, you got to start with getting your business in the right place. Now, some of that comes from a lot of different areas. For me, a lot of it's actually come from different kinds of mental work, doing things that can really help, like a book here I've been reading, The Magic of Believing. And, there's several other books out there, but just so you can kind of see here, Claude Bristol, very good book. A lot of it's kind of dated because he's talking about things that are from the 40s, 30s, 1800s. But the point is that what you have up here is what you're going to see. And it may not be that you see it today. What you see today is what you were thinking about yesterday. So if you change your thinking and start thinking about what you want and what you're going to see, that's what you're bringing into reality. I mean, if you focus on what you have, and that's all you ever do is focus on, well, I have, $50 in the bank and I'm broke, whatever. The more you focus on these kind of things, the more you're going to see that you don't have anything that's going to change because all you're doing is thinking about what's here. Now, in some cases it may change because you're thinking, well, I can't pay this or that. And in that case, yeah, it'll change because it'll get worse. So what you want to do is focus on things that you're going to make your life better. I mean, you can pick up different references, different things like, another book you've probably run across, a lot of you may have actually read. As you can tell, I do a little bit of reading. And the thing I look at is taking the time to learn from the people who actually have some of what I want. Or, even people who just can help me get my head in the right place. It's not about this. It's not about your physical anything. It's all about what's up here. I mean, if you actually put your attention on improving what's in your head, then that's where you're going to start to see differences. I mean, I've been focusing for a while on getting, I'm an Empower. Wow, I don't know if you can hear that. That's a pretty big rumble. Gotta love Wisconsin. But the fact is that, I've been putting my head for a while into, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to have the money to get all in this case, because I wanted to get everything in Empower and really get myself to the place where I could study the things that mattered to me. And I did. I just yesterday I put $6,000 in my bank, and the point I'm making here is, if you want to do something, don't worry about excuses. Don't worry about the reasons why you can't do it. Don't don't just decide that I'd like to see it, but I just don't see it. I don't know how I can do it. Don't even worry about how you can do it. Just decide you're going to. I mean, when you look at these are going to tell you that what you think is going to be what makes your life. If you want to make things better, just think better. I'd like to see you in a situation in your life where you have everything you want. Now, I don't care what your opportunity is that you're doing. I mean, you could be running your own business. You could be running, a little cafe down at the corner, or you could be, maybe you're selling Amway. Maybe you're working at a doctor's office, or, it doesn't matter what it is you're doing. The point I'm making is, you can have anything in your life you want if you decide you can do it. Now, for those of you who are looking for a way to pull in the kind of money that you'd like, but don't see a tool for it, you can just click on the link down below that is, sign up with Empower Network, because there are people I know pulling in, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month or more. Like Tony Rush, he's pulling in $147,000 last month. And there's other people out there. And the other thing is, if you really want to see yourself with what you want, you need to start studying the people who have been there. I mean, if you're going to be looking forward to, let's say you want to have, the Rolls Royce or something, and quite the thunder, I don't know. But maybe you want this Rolls Royce, and everybody you're talking to around you is telling you, that's a nice car. You'll never have it, but it's a great car. And, only the really rich people have it. And, there's no way to get rich. You want to talk to the people who actually have either they have what you want, or they have the faith that you can get what you want. Because if you want anything at all, it is totally up to you. It's what you have here and what you have here that is going to decide what you have in your life. I mean, I've got dreams of my own that have been coming true for me. I've been through a lot of different relationships, always had these situations where I just could never quite be happy in them. And then I started to let go, and that's where I started to do things that kind of stepped me out of my normal way of life. And that's a big thing. Is you're going to make something different, you got to change things. I mean, for me, I decided to take up dancing and get out there and actually meet people who were not freaks, which you find a lot of on the internet. And I was always shy, so having a chance to actually get out and meet people in person and get a chance to really get my mind in a way of realizing, hey, there are people out there that are close to what I want. And, at this point, I'm actually engaged to the woman of my dreams. And, Tony will say his wife is the most beautiful woman in the world, and for him, I'm sure she is. But for me, I'm just about to marry the woman that for me is the most beautiful woman and most wonderful woman in the world. But what I want to point out to you is that this didn't happen overnight either. This was something that it took me a while to get my mind in the right place. And likewise, the $6,000 I put in my bank account yesterday wasn't something that was just an overnight thing. I mean, it takes putting your mind in the right place and then do something. You got to make something happen. If you don't step forward and do something, your mind can be in the right place, your heart can be in the right place, but if all you're doing is sitting on the couch watching watching the TV and eating your Pringles or whatever, you're not going to get there. It's the same way with, like, if you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you can think, oh yeah, I'm losing this weight, as you go and stuff your face with another, McDonald's burger or whatever. It's got to take your effort to make it happen. And you, and only you, can change your life. I have faith that you can do it. I absolutely know, without a doubt, that you have the power inside you to make it happen. Now, if you're trying to change, things in your maybe you want to change your weight, change your diet, go to the gym. You want to change the kind of people you're meeting, change something about what you're doing or where you're looking. If you want to change your financial situation, find an opportunity that works. It may or may not be mine. That's fine. But if you don't have one, you can click below. If you do have one, there's still a way you can go ahead and change your life, even with that, using Empower Network. Because if you've got a business of your own, that you've got a whole bunch of people that are actually following you, and if you have the capability of making $3,000 commissions, $1,000, $500, and $100, these are all commissions that are available to you in Empower. So I mean, if you had 100 people that you brought with you, just think about the fact of how much that would make. I mean, even if they just got the $100 item, 100 people, that's $10,000 right there, and you could do it overnight. But it doesn't matter what it is you want to change in your life. Just step forward, make the choice that you are going to change your life today. And then turn off the TV and get up and do something. It doesn't matter what it is you're trying to do, just get up and do something. Make it happen. I have absolute and utter faith in your ability to do this. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off for tonight, but just give it a thought and have a great night. Talk to you later.